Morning. Oh, what a weekend. Congratulations to my daughter. She did it. She graduated yesterday, got her diploma, walked out. But it wasn't without its own issues. If you have kids in public school, you're always gonna have some type of an issue. Fortunately, I won't go into details on that, but we did have a great time. I enjoyed it, loved her, watching it. You saw in the end of last night's video, how proud I am. Words can't describe how proud her mother and I are. Yeah, you see we're at the pit. No idea what we're doing today yet, but I gotta lock the gate, head down. That's one thing I gotta do. We're on the last truck. So I'll see you down at the plant. By then we should know what we're doing today. I still don't know. All right, finally got the orders. It's 7:30. About an hour to wait for my marching orders. Yes, we will be paving today. However, we got a couple things we got to do. One, the biggest thing is we got to wait for the roads to dry. Roads are too wet to pave right now. Surface. They got 2 trucks sitting at the plant on hold right now. They just got to do a quick little small patch job. So they only need 2 trucks for that. So we're gonna go back and get another load of sand. Another load, maybe 2, of sand to be productive while we wait for the roads to dry. The only issue with that is we are running out of room to put the sand. We're dumping at the bottom of the pile, and the loader operator that feeds the plant is coming down at the bottom of the pile, grabbing a bucket full, bringing it around, dumping it off the top to try to make room. Great idea. I mean, I don't mind driving up on top of there and backing in, but I also understand too, it's a little tight up top with all the conveyor belts and basically like open holes where the feeders are to feed the hot top for the conveyor belt that's run underground. So I understand that too. I'd like to try to help the guys out as much as I possibly can. But we're gonna head back up to the plant, back up to the pit and get another load. We hauled our second load in and told to wash out and go on hold again. So hopefully we'll be getting ready to go here for paving real soon. All the main roads have dried out. So hopefully this one is dried enough to pave. We'll let you know. As you can see, down here at the end of the road, we're doing a little repair, and then we're gonna start pulling the main line out. My first load was down here at the entrance of this road. Sorry, I had to sneeze. But now, down here at the end of the road, I'm gonna pull, I do believe we're pulling both straight out. And he's putting the tack down right now as he comes down through there. White truck there is a tack truck. I said the tack is the glue that we use for the asphalt, to help the layers stick together. Okay, back here with load number 3. This is not going to be good. I got a feeling we're going to wind up going down. This is downhill on a corner, and it's steep. It's steep enough to where my parking brake wasn't holding this truck loaded. That steep. And I just adjusted the brakes yesterday. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. Back here at the plant for load number 5. Possibility I could be the last load. It's gonna be close. We lost one truck, but we gained 2 others. So basically we gained 1 more truck. So it's gonna be close to the end. It'll be real close. Well, we hauled 5 loads out to that job. I wound up in the exact same spot as I did that last clip. Downhill on the corner. Oh well. I'll see you tomorrow. Well, morning. Yeah, I had to get new glasses. I still got those ones there, but they are not what they say called impact resistant safety glasses. We are headed back down to Bath Iron Works. We were there a couple weeks ago. For probably two or 3 weeks ago, we were down there. Put the spit it out. It does not belong to you. We were there a couple weeks ago. Put the binder down. Today we're going down there to put surface. So I head down there, and that's actually the video that I had all the showed the bridge for the ship and I think an aft section. So we'll get down there. I'm next in line to load. Okay, still sitting down here. We're going on 2 hours, and we just started paving. And there's that bridge section I pointed out in that last video. Still sitting there, but we just started paving. There's supposed to be 5 of us, but we got an extra truck. I guess they're gonna cut that truck loose after we're done. Yeah, I've been just looking up a whole bunch of parts for this. Might be doing some repairs this weekend. Calling around, getting prices for a new dump body as well. I'm just trying to prepare for the future, what might happen later on down the road. But yeah, it's slow right now. That's why there's only 5 of us. The 4, what they call the 4 primary hired trucks, and 1 company truck. That's the 5. The 1 hired truck that's behind me there, they're gonna send that truck to the quarry, because hauling out of the quarry wouldn't bother me, but the floor on this body is just way too thin. Plus it does need a lot of work with it being so, I put it up in the air, it leans so much. So I have to do a bunch of repairs or upgrades. The repairs will probably be a lot cheaper, but an upgrade would make it a lot safer. But yeah, here's one of the bodies I was looking at. Come on, there we go. Bebo body. Something like that right here. Oh, can I zoom in? There we go. Smooth side body. Does not necessarily have to have that high lift tailgate. So you got 2 different styles. You got the one that lifts way up and around, and you got this one here that slides up. It's kind of like similar to the body I'd like to get right there. But it's all going to depend on that and how much I can save this year. I'd like to get the new body this year, but it's going to cost a fortune. I'm thinking between the body, installation, and paint, it's going to be probably almost $50,000, $60,000. It could be upwards of too. But we don't know. But I'm rambling. I'll see you later. 3 hours after getting loaded, we're finally heading for our turn in the paver. We're home. Yep. Past, say 4 hours, 3 hours. We sat at the plant because the paver broke down. Now the paver broke down because one of the feeder chains, it's basically with the chain that when I dump into the hopper of the paver, the chain pulls that stuff the hot top back to the augers that feeds and the screed and all that. Well, one of those feeder chains broke. Okay, no problem. They grabbed a paver at the shop, brought that out to the job site, swap out pavers. That paver was broke. The screed heater wouldn't work. And the screed is that big plate underneath everything that makes the hot top smooth. So they pulled the plug for us for today. Now we're going to fix something on this truck that broke today. Very minor, very... Hello here. Stop. Turn off. There we go. Very minor issue. See this switch right here? This is my engine brake switch. That's the off position right there. See? She broke. This is what it's supposed to do. See? Click. Click, click, click. This one switch, I don't know what it's costing me right yet, because I ordered a bunch of parts today and I got to pay for it on Friday. But I need to be able to turn my engine brake off in a few areas. So let's get this taken care of. As you can tell, I already pulled the trim off. I'm going to do 1, 2 screws, pull this out, and then take the plug off, compress these tabs, and pull the switch out, put this new one in. As you can see, I got it unplugged. She's dirty in there, which is expected. A very dirty environment for these things. I gotta reach down in here and push. There's 2 more of these tabs right here, underneath, under here. What I'm going to do is I'll bring you back after I get that switch out. There's gonna be a lot of swearing, because these things are a pain to remove. Because I don't have, there is a tool you slide over and it pushes it all in and just spit it out. The tool I have, screwdriver. It's out. I'll show you a side view. See what I was talking about? She don't go clicky clicky no more. So put this one back in, or this one in, not back in, but this one in. I'm gonna try to show you how easy it is to put these in. I might have to pause for a few minutes there to get it to click in right, but just take it, put it through here, and push till you hear click. Click, click. Now take the plug. And sometimes these things are a pain to line up. Once I get it in, it will be good, lined up. Because I got to line up, there's, what, 8 pins? 6 and 2, yeah, there's 8, like, spade connectors right there. 6, yep. Take this. Get it all lined up. I could take 2 hands. Let me get this. Oh, there we go. 2 hands here, get everything, make sure everything's lined up and I don't bend nothing or break anything. It's in. I need to, yeah, there we go. It's in. Let's slide this up. Move the charging cable. Set the dash back in place. Start it up. Okay, on. Off. All right, let's see. No engine brake. Now it works right. All because of a faulty little switch on the dash. That goes in the trash. I'm gonna get the dash put back together. I'll see you tomorrow. Well, morning. We're not paving today. We're doing dirt work. We're doing something a little different too. Going down here to one of the roads we're reconstructing, or rebuilding, you can say. And going in to help put some culverts in, what they call cross drains, where it drains water from one side of the road to the other. It is going to be a slow process because we only do one half at a time. They're not shutting the whole road down, dig it out, throw a new one in, then bury it. It's dig half out, put it in, bury it, then we swap over to the other side, do the same thing. So it's gonna be slow. Plus, it also depends on if there's water flow. If there's water flow, then we have to also pump the water across. So that makes things slower. So let's get down here. It's, the road's called Flying Point Road in Freeport, Maine. Go down here and start in. Just gotta love it when people come out. They design plans. They don't actually come out to the job, do all measurements, make sure everything's right. Because currently, right now, the way they want this pipe put in, we gotta basically dig out around a catch basin. They gotta bore a hole into the side to put the pipe. But what they gave us for measurements and specs will not work. The pipe itself, the new pipe they want to put in, will be underwater at all times. It is actually lower than the outlet that's in that catch basin right now. So they're back there trying to figure out things and try to make things work. By the looks of it, it's going to be a pretty, not much pitch in the pipe like they wanted, but we'll see. They're gonna do some more figuring. Okay, we're in the truck. We're gonna head back up to the plant. We're gonna grab a load of gravel. 4 hours later. Yeah, I just had to run around. The loaders here don't have CVs in them. Oh, I just gotta correct that. One does, but he wasn't in his machine because he was out setting up at the screen plant. Yeah, so yeah, I had to run around, find one of the other loader operators to get loaded. Matter of fact, here he comes. Okay, we got everything figured out now here. So we did get the right size pipe. They wanted it installed. However, I don't see how it's going to work. They got a 15-inch pipe going in with a 12-inch pipe coming out. I don't think that's going to work all that well. How about you? And second of all, somebody crossed over a couple numbers. So yes, it wound up being correct. But they got a couple numbers crisscrossed. So that's what threw everything off. So now we're in the process of digging the hole. Put one section of pipe in. I've got the gravel. What they'll probably do is going to dig some out of me, put it around the pipe, get it all what we call chinked in. We call it chinked. Some people call it other things. But get it gravel in and around and under to hold the pipe. Then I'll probably, after they compact it some, I'll dump the rest of this on and go back and get another one. Here it is. Seven hours after I got the notification come down here. I'm backed up to the machine for him to start digging out. I said they're gonna dig out a bucket full at a time, put it around the pipe, get the pipe where they want it. As I said, we call it chinking around here. Well, these guys would call it chinking, just kind of, you compact it in and around underneath the pipe. They had to get it to stay put. And then I'll dump the rest on top after they get all the pipe secured where they want it. All right, we're on our way home now. We did, it's 5:45. So we did our half day like I like to do. They wound up figuring out they as I said in an earlier clip there, they transposed a couple numbers. So that's why it was throwing a lot of things off. So we got that figured out, and it wound up being not just putting in the pipe, but we had to also wait. And they had to cut a hole inside of the catch basin. So we got everything figured out, got it marked on the catch basin, got the pipe in the ground. It didn't help out the crew I was working with. We were putting in the pipe in the ground. We also had the grader crew there grading the road. So it was everybody was jumping around everybody. We'll get it done. So I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully I'll know before we get back down there to the plant. Alright, we are paving today. We are basically doing the road right at the bottom. If you watch the videos, you'll see when I've gone to the Whitefield pit, there's a long hill to pull up to the Whitefield pit. Because our Whitefield pit's right at the top of a hill. We're doing the road right at the very bottom of it. And we are doing what they call full width. It's like 16 foot wide. Where trucks are just going to back up. It's pretty much going to be dumping and leaving. Because at 16 feet wide, it's not going to take long to empty the trucks out. So yeah, we're getting loaded right now. We'll head up. I think it took longer to back from the road up here to the job than it did drive from the plant up here. But what we mean by full width is the paver from this edge to that edge. The paver is going to be as wide as it possibly can get. So yeah, it's not going to take long to empty these trucks out. I don't think. We'll find out. All right, I got to throw a wheel chock. I am still on the hill, but I'm not going to just leave the truck alone. I'm going to throw a wheel chock under one of the wheels in case it does try to creep downhill. We got something holding it. Surprised the GoPro didn't shut down on that. That is full width paving. Never did any of that last year. We're doing it this year here on that road. It doesn't take long to dump in the paver, have the paver empty us out. Alright, we're gonna head back down and get another load. Now we're back in line for load number 3 today. Yeah. It's full width. What you saw in that clip you just seen, we did that one. We've done another one. Now we're getting the third load to head back up. I got a phone call. Oh yeah, we're on it. That's the end of the job, and there's no way I'm going to make it to the very end. We might be on hold when we get back, but I'll tell you right now, it's a lot steeper than what it looks in the video. I'm standing here, sitting right here. This shows you how much air pressure I'm putting on my brakes. It's pretty steep right now. That's just to hold it. Now the paver's gonna be pushing me downhill too, so I'm gonna have to add more brake pressure to keep myself held back into the paver. Yeah, stuff like this is never easy on the trucks, especially the brakes. Oh, hey, we're home. Yeah, I was hoping to be last truck or a hold truck, and we wound up being neither one. That's okay. I stopped, fueled this up, then I stopped by the shop and adjusted the brakes, because today was absolute hell on the brakes. I showed you the brake application pressure gauge, which was right around 25 pounds, 25 to 30 pounds. which pretty much means I was really standing on the brakes to hold, applying a lot of air pressure to the brakes to hold the truck. It was steep enough too on that last load, load number 3, that I needed to, I set the parking brake to get out to spray the peanut oil and citrus release agent on my spreader pan on the back, very back of the truck, right below the tailgate. That's what we call a spreader pan. I was gonna get out, spray that down before I backed into the paver. The brakes wouldn't hold the truck. So that was telling me 2 things. 1, it's a very steep hill, and 2, the brakes needed an adjustment. So we wound up doing that. I'm home, and I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Morning. Well, all smoothed out, ready to go for the weekend. For the viewers that don't know, this is typically what everybody does, every equipment operator does at the end of the day. We just do it on Friday because me and 3 other owner operators are in and out of here only basically this time of the morning. We are here at in the pit at 5:30 a.m. We load ourselves, we leave. It's not like it's the pit's everyday use with a loader operator. They always do that. We just do it on Friday, or if we know there's rain coming in, which it is gonna happen today. We got it smoothed out for the weekend, plus we're supposed to have rain tonight. So it lets the water shed off and it doesn't puddle up. And like these little cleat marks here, all these can hold water. I didn't get close to the truck. That's no big deal. Like out in there, holding water, yeah, that's not good. All right, let's get down to the plant, dump this. I've already got my marching orders. We're going on dirt work again. We were gonna be cleanup truck to help clean up over there at that job, but they don't need me. So now today, as of right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back up to the pit and haul in some sand to be sold for the public. Haul in what they call public sand. It's already been screened up at the pit, and I'm gonna bring it down, and the loader operator is gonna mix it in with some other sand there to sell. We also got to keep an eye out on what we call the sand out of Jack's pit, Jackson sand. Keep an eye on that pile, and if we squeeze a load or 2 in there, we're gonna be doing that. So we're just basically gonna be trying to keep the piles full at the plant. We haul material in from several different pits, and that's our job for today. If I get everything filled up early enough, we might wind up having to call it a day. And if we do that, I can start the repair on the truck early and get it done early. The repair is that S-cam and the bushings, so we'll see what happens. Right now, let's just get up to Jack's pit. I gotta park the truck at the bottom of the pit, and then I have to walk all the way up to the top and get the loader. Well, down here at the bottom of the pit, all that sand. Back up. What? The loader is way up there. Time to walk some of this off. Water my fat butt to the top of the hill. Go get it. One thing about that loader, another good thing about that loader is the AC in it works. So it helps with the dust, because it is pretty dry. But as I said, later on today, they are calling for thunderstorms up here. Well, plans changed again. I was on my way back to the Sabatis pit to get a second load. I got a phone call to turn around and go to Jack's pit and work with another one of their guys. And it's the worst possible way for fuel mileage. I work in the pit with him. I'm hauling from the bottom of the pit to the top of the pit loaded. Ugh. That's an absolute fuel mileage destroyer. It was only for a couple hours, so we'll see how it will do. But once we get done hauling for this, doing this, we're gonna go back to the pit and haul that sand in. We're back at it out of the Sabatis pit. Really, only a couple hours of that Jack's pit doing that, from the hauling from the bottom to the top. We got that pretty much done for now. The loader operator had to take off and go do something else. But yeah, we're back at this. I'll do it. I don't care. It's what? Let's see, what time is it? Oh, it's almost noon. Time for stop for lunch. Let's get the last load of the day on. I'm gonna get the last load on, and I'm gonna smooth this out. It's gonna be a little bit of a dust bowl. Pretty dry. It's a warm day too.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb. I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I won't get back up. Cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
Yeah, get up top of the pit for the weekend. Again, I don't know if we're gonna be hauling that sand where my truck is, way down there, or that sand on Monday. No idea. But I'm gonna go take the shortcut down. I had to take the shortcut on the way up. I walked up the long way up to here to get the loader this morning. I'm gonna take a shortcut down here. Just hope I don't fall. Be a fat man rolling down the hill. I look like a big orange rolling down the hill. All right, that's gonna be the end of the video. Sorry, I gotta head. Geesh. I gotta get ready for tomorrow. I gotta go. My son went and grabbed all the parts I need to fix that. To replace that S-cam, the S-cam bushings, S-cam seal, new brakes, new drum. So we're gonna be doing that tomorrow. So we'll call it here. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Stay safe. I'll see you in the next one.